Activity 4 of our activity outline, if you look on the very first page, says students are required to teach one manipulative skill, and it says read chapter 17, manipulative skills. So activity 4 and activity 5 are all about manipulative skills. So as you see here, whoever picks number 1, they're going to teach numbers 2 and 3 on page 355, and hopefully you have your book open, because you'll see on page 354 we have activities with balloons and beach balls, and they have a little paragraph explaining how safe and interesting, and beach balls are even better because they're larger and so forth. So you need to read those things before you're going to teach it, or teach activities to the class. And then all of these activities start with instructional procedures, and then you have the recommended progression. So on page 350, we're skipping number 1, begin with free exploration by having children practice controlling their balloon. We're skipping number 1. We're not going to teach number 1, but whoever picked number 1 will actually teach number 2 and 3 on page 355. Page numbers 2 and 3 on the first column on page 355. Some students get confused with the second column. So they're going to do all the specific hand, finger, and arm contacts using alternate hands, contacting at different levels, low, high, in between, and so forth. And number 3, establishing contact sequences with 3 or 4 body parts. So number 1 teaches 2 and 3 and types up 2 and 3 whenever they type their activities. Whoever picks number 2 will actually teach number 5, use an object to control the balloon with the Lumi sticks. I have Lumi sticks. And number 8, introduce volleyball techniques, overhand pass, underhand pass, dig pass, volleyball serve, and so forth. Whoever picks number 3 will go to the top of the second column on page 355 and teach numbers 9 and 10. Then we go to activities with bean bags. So whoever picks number 4 through 10, they're going to do activities with bean bags, and whoever picks number 4 will do 1 and 2 on the second column under tossing to self in place. My mistake. You're not going to teach the instructional procedures here. We're going to turn the page to page 356 under individual activities, tossing to self in place, the first column. And number 4 will teach number 1 and 2. Toss with both hands, with right hand only, with left hand only, and so forth. Number 2, toss the beanbag progressively higher, then progressively lower. I have all the bean bags that you need. Number 5, whoever picks number 5 will teach 3 and 4, and so forth. So balloons and beach balls, which y'all will use balloons, and then bean bags, and I have ample bean bags. Whoever picks number 10 will teach number 10 on the first column, the bottom of the first column, toss 2 bean bags upward, and catch a bag in each hand. All the other ones had just 1 bean bag. Continuing with activity 4 on page 363. If you turn to page 363 in your book, you will see juggling, then juggling with scarves, and then you'll see cascading. So whoever picks number 11 will do cascading with 1 scarf, and we use tulle that I've cut into squares. And so 1 scarf for number 11, 2 scarves, 2 hands for number 12. On the same page, 2 scarves, 1 hand for number 13. Then we turn the page to 3 scarves cascading on page 364. Whoever picks numbers 15 through 17 will go turn to page 367. We're still doing manipulative skills, but now we're going to use scoops and balls, which is loads of fun for the kids. On page 367, individual activities. Number 15 will teach number 1, number 16, 2, 17, 3. Partner activities, 1 and 2. I'm hoping you're going to be listening to these lectures so that, and you're actually looking at them in the book so you won't be confused when it comes time to figure out which activities you're teaching. To finish up activity 4, let's turn to page 374. Games with hoops. This is another type of object to manipulate. So whoever picks number 20 will do the game around the hoop, and whoever picks 21 will do the bumper car tag. Rhythmic gymnastic ribbon movements, page 392. So let's turn to that page, 392. And whoever picks number 22 will do swinging movements and circling movements. So in the first column, you see swinging movements, A, B, C, D, E. Then you see circling movements, A, B, C, D, E. So number 22 will be doing swinging movements and circling movements. Again, I have the ribbons for that. There's a dowel about 2-3 feet long, and then I have the ribbons attached to it. It's very colorful and fun to do with your dominant and dominant hand. And then number 23 will do figure 8 movements and zigzag movements. To finish off activity 4, we're going to do cup stacking. And the reason why I have the deal CD there, I have CDs for you to watch because we're going to do this in the classroom. And number 24 will teach how to upstack and downstack three cups. And number 25 will teach how to upstack and downstack 6 cups. And we'll also show the video that talks about fumbling and talks about the cycle stack and races and things of that nature. That's a lot of fun to do. It works eye-hand coordination real well. Activity 5 is also manipulative skills. Numbers 1 through 12 deal with rope jumping. So on page 383, let's turn to page 383. On page 382 and the first column of 383, they talk about all kinds of instructional procedures that you're going to want to read before you actually teach your jump roping. And then on the second column of page 383, number 1 will teach side swing. Number 2 will teach double side swing and jump. Number 3, 2-foot basic step, and so forth until we get to toe touch forward. Toe touch forward, if you turn the page, is at the bottom of page 384. Whoever picks number 13 on activity 5 will be doing long rope jumping. MC stands for My Courses, so it's not in the book. Underneath your activities, I have rope jumping files, and it lists more than just these 4 activities and the instructions, but stack them up. Collision, triangle, and double dutch. So these are activities you will find on My Courses, not in the book. Numbers 17 through 21 will do activities on parallel beams. So let's turn to page 400. For the parallel beams, I do 2x4s. I have 4 2x4s in the gym in the closet, and we go outside in front of the gym to do it. We line them up on the sidewalk leading to the parking lot, and I'll show you how to do that. But on page 400, you see activities on parallel beams. So number 17 will teach number 1, 18 number 2, 19 number 3, 20 number 4, and 21 number 5. To finish activity 5, we have parallel beams, but now we're moving across the full length of a single beam. So we have a progression from double beams, 2 beams, parallel beams, and now which is harder, and that's why you have a progression to it, you have to walk on 1 2x4. So number 22 will teach number 1 at the bottom of page 400. Number 23 will teach number 2. Then we go to the top of page 401 for numbers 3 and 5. This concludes activity 5. For activity 6, it's all rhythmic movement, and these are all found on My Courses. So if you look under rhythmic movement instructions on My Courses, you'll find when you open it up, the very first one listed is Simon Says, comma, place your hands, comma, crab walking. So when you open that up, you're just going to copy and paste those instructions to your typed activities, whoever's doing activities 1, 2, and 3. For numbers 4 and 5, it's called, I put it under dynamic dance. I guess I really didn't need to, but that's where I found it. So, but also listed on my courses under rhythmic movement instructions, you'll see Adam's Family Groove and La Raspa, those instructions there for you. So you don't have to type them up. You just copy and paste and insert it into your file. For the line dances, Freeze, Cotton Eye Joe, Chicken Dance, and then the Zydeco Bounce. These are line dances that I do not have instructions for. You can YouTube it or ask anyone in class. Most people know how to do these, so I don't have instructions for them. The Zydeco Bounce is a new line dance that I just got from last November by attending the Layford Convention. Layford is the state organization for Louisiana for health, PE, recreation, and dance people, and I go to that convention once a year. And this is where I get new ideas from. So I have a video on the Zydeco Bounce and the instructions on how to do it. I just need to type that up. So whoever picks number 9, you'll have to get with me and I'll get that to you. For numbers 10 through 13 for rhythmic activities, I have a CD called Can a Jumbo Jet Sing the Alphabet, and that's where I got these from. These are for pre-K, kindergarten, first graders, maybe second graders, but definitely for pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. So Alphabet in Motion, that's on my courses under rhythmic movement instructions. Again, you just open it up, copy and paste the instructions. They're already typed up for you. They're very, very simple songs to teach. Tony Chestnut, Pump Pump Shuffle. Ooh, I spelled shuffle wrong. Pump Pump Shuffle is, these are also activities that you will be able to find on my courses under the Rhythmic Activities Instructions tab on my courses. Section F, numbers 16 through 24. These are songs that I've picked up over the years from the Layford Convention. This is what I was just talking to you about. LA stands for Louisiana. H stands for health, PE, recreation, and dance. That's a state organization that I'm involved with. And every November we have our state convention, and that's where I go attend, and I watch, and I see what I can bring back to use in the classroom. So these are all activities that include the instructions on my courses. Then the last one, number 25, has Taninkling. And I have a handout for Taninkling. It is not on my courses. I also have a video for you to watch on how to do the jump bands. For activity 7, we have the parachute activities. So if you look on the very first page of your activity outline, it says this coordinates with Chapter 21, Cooperative Skills. So all of Roman numeral 7 is going to be parachute activities. So let's turn to page 532. Again, hopefully you're looking in your book so you won't accidentally pick the wrong item or activity. So if we're looking on page 532, whoever picks number 1, we'll do toe toucher and abdominal curl up, which is the same thing as good morning and good night. And then it continues on like that throughout the book until you get to number 18. On number 18, it says Wheel of Fortune from my courses. So on my courses, these parachute activities are still, let me see, they're still under the word activities, and at the very bottom you'll see a file that says parachute activities, and when you open that up you will find the parachute activities listed there for you. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, frequent flyer, hot wings, double order hot wings, chicken and sausage gumbo, double vision, blurry vision, parachute, fly away. All of these activities have the instructions listed there for you in that one file. Like frequent flyer and hot wings, the instructions are so short, it's like one sentence. So, but there they are. All you got to do is copy and paste in order to type up your activity if your number is 18 through 25.